Commander.
Commander, I've got Admiral Anderson on the QEC. Patching him through to you now.
Shepard.
Admiral, how are you holding up?
Day by day, Commander.
Yeah. Hackett sent me a message about this apartment.
I want you to have it. Take it off my hands.
Are you serious?
You need a place that's yours. Somewhere to recharge, clear your head. Kaylee wanted us to settle down there. Thing is, the longer I'm on Earth, the less I want to leave. And I want as few loose ends out there as possible. Like I said, you'd be doing me a favor.
That's very generous.
It's practical. We need you in the best shape possible. Rested. Focused.
If you say so. Thank you.
And make yourself at home, damn it. It's yours now.
I'm sure I can manage.
Okay, good. Been meaning to do that for a while. I'll talk to you soon.
Be careful out there, Anderson.
You too, Shepard. You never asked me about this, but my wife just called. My ex-wife. Nobody likes to talk about the toll that long months apart can have on military relationships. She wasn't military.
You have
She
received
couldn't
your
handle
message.
it. But it's not even about military and non-military, damn it. It's space flight. Space flight. Finding the mass relays, miracles of engineering. Human imagination rising to meet our desires. We pay a price for that curiosity, that drive. Our relationships suffer. People we love suffer. But that's reality. And it's worth the cost. I must have thought it was. I guess I still do. In the end, you just have to hope you made the right choices. What, what was I talking about? Early days, right? People ask why I joined the military. Everyone talks about honor, duty, sure. But that's never the whole truth. It's 100 little things that add up to commitment. I joined because of a dog. Yeah, a dog. This patchy, mean son of a bitch that used to bark at me every day on my way to school. He'd snarl and I'd start running. Scared the hell out of me. I was just a kid. I remember being in a bad mood one morning. Angry, I can't recall why. When that dog started in on me, I snapped. Started barking right back. We both kept at it until we had nothing left. Dog never bothered me again. Why'd I join the military? Sometimes you just gotta howl to make things right. No, it's fine. I got a few minutes. First contact war? Yeah. I was there. My first real combat. First for a lot of us. I remember one night early in the war. Strapped to my seat as our transport approached the LZ. Everyone was dead silent. Just the sound of breathing. Good men. I trained with all of them. We were always joking and horsing around, but not this time. Just the rattle of the shuttle. And that heavy breathing. Everyone was thinking the same thing. We're off to fight alien invaders. Aliens. Think about that. We all grew up wondering what was out there. If we were alone in the universe. Now we knew. We weren't alone. And we were in trouble. So there we were. About to face an enemy as different and unknown as we could imagine. I knew I had to say something, keep the men relaxed. So I turned to the soldier beside me, Hendricks, I think, and asked him how his mother was doing. Fine, he said. Why? Because I heard your mom was so ugly the Marines thought she was a Turian. Almost shot her. I got a few smiles. Then Hendricks turned to me and said, "Hell, Anderson, I heard it was a picture of your mama that started this goddamn war in the first place. Scared the Turians shitless." Everyone had a good laugh at that. And the boys fought great that night. Sometimes that's all it takes. A joke, a pat on the back. Just a little reminder that everything's gonna be okay.
A few months ago, I had a chance to sit down with one of Earth's most decorated soldiers, Admiral David Anderson. He was kind enough to answer my questions and talk about his career. Today, the Admiral is on Earth, leading the defense of our home against the Reapers. We have no communication with him or any soldiers on Earth, but we can't forget what they're doing for us. Tonight's show is dedicated to all of the soldiers out there, fighting and dying to keep us safe. Admiral Anderson, today marks the 30th anniversary of the N7 program. Can you describe your first day of training in this now famous program?
The Interplanetary Combatives Training Program is all business from day one.
How so?
We're given basic gear, then separated and stranded on an asteroid with no nav data. The test ends when the last person runs out of oxygen.
Sounds daunting. What happens to the ones who run out of air first?
Out of the program. The best N7s can survive alone, but work together to survive even longer.
That's very impressive, Admiral. Deep space survival training. That has to be so difficult. All of it would take such strength of character. Well, just plain strength. But then you seem like a strong person.
I'm sorry. Is there a question in there?
Well, does the program make the man? Or do you think you were born for this?
It's a bit of both, I suppose. Every soldier reaches a point in their career, sometimes more than once, when they are asked to give more than they ever thought they could. That moment is the test. I've seen men and women, almost sure to fail, persevere long past the point of breaking. That experience changes them. Others, with all the gifts and abilities, fail in that moment. Sometimes they pick themselves up and carry on. Sometimes they're just done.
What about you? What was your moment?
I've had a few, none of which I'd like to share. But I think the toughest tests are still ahead of me.
What makes you say that?
Call it a hunch.
Soldier's intuition?
Something like that.
Do you trust your intuition? I mean, do you follow your heart over your mind?
Well, it depends on the day. No, I suppose if I were to be honest, I do trust my instincts. The problem is, war isn't orderly. And the enemy is never predictable. Even the most experienced veteran is going to find themselves in situations they haven't trained for. In those instances, and there's more than I'd like to admit, your instincts are the only thing keeping you alive. That, and the men and women you're fighting beside.
But soldiers are only as good as their leader, isn't that true?
Yeah. A good leader can make an okay squad great. A bad leader, well, war tends to make examples of them.
What makes a good leader then?
A good leader is someone who values the life of his men over the success of the mission, but understands that sometimes the cost of failing a mission is higher than the cost of losing those men.
That's a terrible line to have to walk.
Yes, it is. But war is a terrible thing.
Thank you for your time, Admiral.
Thank you.
The remainder of this interview was to take a more personal look at Admiral Anderson's life. It wasn't finished when the Reapers invaded. We can only hope that the Admiral and the soldiers under his command survive to tell us the rest of their stories. I'm Khalisah Al-Jilani. Thank you for watching.
Sure, I can talk about Commander Shepard. Big topic. There's been a lot written about the Commander, but most of it isn't true. People are quick to judge. They don't know the whole story. I don't even know the whole story. But I know the man. Worked with him. Fought with him. Trust him with my life. Shepard's had some rough patches. Who of us hasn't? He's been forced to fight a lot of battles alone. God only knows how he got out of some of that. Makes your head spin. Thing is, you never heard a complaint. Never once got, "No, sir, I can't do that." He never hesitated. Few people know what Shepard's been through. I'd like to think I come pretty close. And I worry sometimes he forgets. There's a whole bunch of people who lose sleep over him getting back home. Maybe it doesn't need to be said. Maybe we're too dumb to say it. Soldiers like the Commander are rare. Men like Shepard, even more rare. Embarrassing moments? I've got more of those than anyone will ever know. Only way to learn something. But if I had to pick one to share, I had just gotten promoted to N7. Full of myself, king of the castle. Found myself buying drinks for undesirables in some rundown bar in the wards. They toasted my recent promotion. Hell, they would have toasted Batarian slavers if it had got them more drinks. About the time my money ran out, my new friends turned on me. I was outnumbered. Things didn't look good. My plan to get out of there involved lots of punching. Well, that worked for a while. Then a table hit me. Or I fell down. When I came to, I saw a Salarian putting the rest of the troublemakers down. A Salarian? Moved like a damn cat, I swear. When everybody was out cold. Or running. He walked over and helped me up. N7, he asked. Yes, sir, I replied. He looked over my collection of unconscious friends, nodding. Not bad, human, he said. Then he walked away. I had met my first Spectre. Learned an important lesson that day. No matter how good you think you are, there's always somebody quicker, faster, and a hell of a lot smarter than you just around the corner. That little lesson's kept me alive more than once since then. The Normandy? A brand new ship. My ship. You don't forget that moment. The first time you're standing there. The whole crew looking to you for direction. Unforgettable. I'd led men and women before that. Seen a lot of combat already. Always managed to find my way home in one piece. Do that a few times, you begin to think you know better than the next guy. Maybe you do, I don't know. But if you're lucky, really lucky, you find yourself on a good ship, in front of a good crew. A crew you can trust with your life. Gifted. Disciplined. Brave. All of them. Eager to set sail into the endless black ocean. I still remember my XO asking what my orders were. Shepard, I said. Let's see what we can find. Okay. I have your new questions here. As a leader, do I ever feel that the end justifies the means? Spirit of law over word of law. I'm not going to touch that with a 10-foot pole, but I think I know what you're after. You're referring to the way I, arranged to have the Normandy released to Commander Shepard before the Battle of the Citadel. I'm not sure how valuable hindsight is to the military. Obviously, it worked out for the best. Without the Normandy and Commander Shepard free to do what they needed to do, what we needed them to do, Saren might have taken the Citadel. I think it's clear what a different galaxy this would be if that had happened. I did what I had to. If I had been wrong, I would have gladly accepted the repercussions. The real trick is never being wrong. If you're looking for more action and less philosophy in these notes, let me know. Turians? Well, I might not always see eye to eye with the politics and the individual, but I have a great respect for the Turian military. Any Alliance soldier lucky enough to take part in their training programs will certainly be better for it. Their precision, skill, and discipline come together in a way that's second to none. Not that I'm faulting our own people or training. It's just that after fighting Turians in the First Contact War, years later, I had the opportunity to observe and train on Palaven. It was a turning point for me. And I would encourage any soldier to try it. It's a unique experience to put yourself in the squad of a Turian commander. My commander was an uncompromising bastard named Bartix Oryx. If you can find him, just ask how the platoon I commanded was trounced in his strategy game. Humbling. But I've used what I learned that day many times. The xenophobes will have their say. But I think it's vital that we do more of this kind of cross-species training. There you go. And if you do find General Oryx, let me know. I owe him money. Okay. So, Tombstone data. Admiral David Edward Anderson. Not sure why anybody would be interested, but thanks for asking. I was born in London, June 8th, 2137. The last of 3 children born to Ursula and Paul Anderson. A nurse and a flight mechanic, respectively. But that's a little dry. And someone's gonna spice this up, right? Never been much for the spotlight. Anyway, where was I? It was a second marriage for my parents. They were almost 50 by the time they had me. My mother worked shifts, so my father would often take me to the base. While he worked, I watched transport ships and fighters take off. Worked his whole life around space travel, my father. But he never left Earth. Not for a day. He was a good man. But that's just a side note. Don't put that in. Who is it, Kaylee? Yes, I need to take that. I hope this is what you're after. I'll get to the more interesting N7 stuff next time. You asked me to talk about the SSV Normandy. The Normandy SR-1. As commander of the Tokyo, I was consulted on the Normandy's design, and on board for her initial training exercises. The average person probably doesn't know that the Normandy was a joint project with the Taurians. Acting CO, Eli Xander, was no diplomat. She ran out of patience with Taurian posturing and politicking during construction. The chief architect of the Drive Corps, Octavio Tatum, and his team of Taurian engineers were in the CIC for final training exercises. Tempers flared when Xander pushed the limits of the stealth system, waiting to vent the IES well past what Tatum was comfortable with. I tried to calm the situation, but it still ended with the Taurian scientist in shackles and a human Taurian fistfight at Korra's den later. Funny now, when I first laid eyes on the Normandy, she was the most beautiful thing I'd ever seen. Day after that training run, Admiral Wright found me on the bridge. She's yours, he said. Can't trust her to Xander. Send me a list of crew from the Tokyo you'd like, and prep for your first mission. Short command thanks to Saren. Still, one of the highlights of a long career.
Ah, Commander Shepard, your table is ready.
I knew about this place before it was cool.
Oh, shut up.
Hey, Shepard, not bad, huh? The sushi place is serious. Like, French guy at the door serious. Only had to save the galaxy twice to get a table here. You seen the line outside? But here I am, drink in hand. Best pilot in the universe and a rock star.
Any news from the Normandy?
You know, maintenance stuff. It's hard knowing a bunch of strangers or poking around in my ship. I mean, your ship.
The best thing we can do right now is park her and let the techs do their work.
Yeah, you're right. Maybe an oil change, space tire rotation.
Right. Trust me, it'll do her some good.
Oh, I trust you. Not sure about those shifty aerospace engineers. Always stealing the silverware.
Let someone else do the work for once. Hackett's orders. You're on shore leave.
Yeah, whether we like it or not.
I'm sure you'll manage.
I may need a drink that comes with an umbrella.
I'm the first human Spectre. I'll get you 2 umbrellas.
Awesome use of power, boss. So, your email said it was important?
My email. I'm here because I got a message from you.
The hell? I didn't send anything.
Commander! Excuse me. Sorry. Alliance business. Commander, this is urgent!
I don't think that's the umbrella lady.
Commander Shepard, I'm Staff Analyst Maya Brooks. Alliance. Excuse me. Alliance Intelligence. There are people trying to kill you.
Yeah, I think he's aware of that.
No, I don't mean Starburst and the Reapers. I mean other people. New people. It's... Someone is hacking your account. Comm channels, personal records. They're targeting you specifically.
Targeting me? What do they want?
The intel isn't definitive yet. Last time, I guess without definitive intel, we almost landed troops on a gas giant, which is bad.
Hang on, Brooks. Take a breath. From the top, what do you know?
Excuse me, you don't have a reservation.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight's performance is brought to you by Random Acts of Violence. Man, I love show business. Spread out, boys. Find me Shepard.
Stay there. I'm coming. Joker?
Ow, my pancreas.
Hey!
Damn it.
Got one, sir.
Find the crew. I'm going after her.
Find the crew, got it.
Hey.
You used me as bait?
Go.
You used me as bait! Did you see that? Savior of the Citadel uses Brittle Bones guy as bait.
I got Shepard.
Brooks! Hang on.
Where did you get a gun? Damn it.
Brooks, stay down. Brooks.
Commander! I found a secure terminal. Are you okay down there?
Yep. Feeling good. Brooks, you got hit.
I know! I used Medigel. A lot of it. All of it, actually. And now everything is a little bit bouncy.
I think you used too much.
So, can I help with anything?
Alert C-Sec. I'll look for a way out. Brooks, I see some sky cars across the gap. Maybe a landing pad.
I'm checking the area. Transportation, no. Food, no. Laundry. Ah! It's a sky car lot. Cision Motors.
Get a shuttle over there. I'll find a way across.
Okay, right. So, it turns out CSEC has the whole area locked down. It's gonna be a tiny bit tricky to get you a shuttle.
Keep at it, Brooks.
Oh, also, stay off your comm. Well, except for me. It's hacked. That's probably how they found you.
Who are these guys?
I don't know, but they really don't seem to like you.
Yeah, I'm sensing that.
Seems I can shut the doors. What's going on?
Shut the whole area down. The servers attacking? Oh my god.
This man's team screwed it up. Shepard was unarmed. Man, those guys are idiots. What happened?
Want to make a difference?
Sorry, personnel. Trevor's over here. It's Shepard.
Today.
Do you read me? Are you alright?
I'm fine. Might need a little backup.
Good. Joker explained what happened. I'm on foot, but I should be there soon.
Excuse me, who is this? You're on an unsecured channel, and you're putting Commander Shepard in danger.
What? Who is this?
Hang on. Joker mentioned Staff Analyst Brooks, yes? That's her. Everybody play nice.
They are here. I just heard. All of us are on our way.
Good to hear. Things are a little dicey.
Of course they are.
Brooks, found a way across. It's locked down.
Right, because of the, lockdown. Can you get through?
I'll try to override. Damn it.
Kira, what's going on? I heard that from here.
It's all under control.
There are alarms going off across the wards. What's happening?
Thought I'd make things more interesting.
We need to sit down and have a chat about your methods.
Shepard, Brooks, send me the nav point for the Skycar lot. I'll be there soon.
Good.
What can you tell us about the Mercs?
They have guns and don't like me.
This doesn't narrow it down much.
The walkway.
Commander, it would really be great if you could stay off the comm.
Hey, they called me.
Commander, there's a C-Sec shuttle inbound if you can get to the Skycar lot.
Understood.
Okay. Brooks over. No, out. Brooks out. Oh, over and out. Brooks. Oh, damn it.
Shepard, are you alright?
Yeah, I'm good.
The landing pad's right over there, but it's behind a locked gate.
Let's look for a control panel.
By the way, nice outfit. Control panel, right. Did you really fall through a fish tank?
We'll talk about it later.
Do you remember back when you used to rescue me in the wards?
We'll talk about it later. Stand back.
Wait!
Wait! Could you please open the gate? Thank you.
Please leave.
Well, I could have done that.
Rex? What are you doing here?
Just butting heads with the council over Krogan expansion. Shepard, we got a way out of here?
Rex, I'm a professional.
It's not a yes.
It's not a no.
Commander!
Joker, we lost our ride. Where are you?
On my way. Picked up Brooks. Figured you'd have a few questions.
Good call.
Yeah.
Commander, did C-Sec find you? Are you okay?
Yes and no. Mercs in a C-Sec shuttle.
What?
A little busy right now.
Right, sorry. We'll be there soon.
Almost there, Commander. Hang on.
Great place to fight it. Lots to destroy. God damn it!
Approaching your position, Commander. Just following the gunfire.
Copy that.
Sorry I'm late. Had to take the scenic route.
Scenic route? We nearly crashed 4 times. Where the hell did you learn to drive?
And Brooks says hi. Get to the shuttle.
Someone want to tell me what's going on here?
Who were those mercenaries? They were heavily armed and had access to C-Sec shuttles.
I don't know. I've never seen them before.
I can't believe you survived all that. They had guns, and grenades, and those drone things.
It's all right. I'm calling Commander Bailey. See what's going on with C-Sec.
Okay, that sounds... Wait! Wouldn't that just make whoever you contact a target too?
She's right, Shepard. Until we know more, it would be a big risk.
Okay. For now, we run this ourselves.
Right. Ourselves. On our own. Outside the law. Okay. Yeah.
Brooks, it's okay. I know this is a lot to deal with.
I got shot. I got Medigel, but still, I took a desk job explicitly to not get shot. And you killed 100 guys with a pistol!
Well, yes, that did happen.
I mean, who does that? Well, you, I guess. But besides you. They said the Medigel might make me jumpy. Do I seem jumpy?
How did you get mixed up in this?
I monitored data for Alliance intel to prevent fraud and hacking of officer IDs. Like, someone using an Admiral's pass to get into a nightclub on the Citadel when that Admiral is fighting on Tuchanka. I wrote a tracking program. It's really neat. I named it Mr. Biscuits, after my cat.
Brooks.
Right, sorry. Anyway, my program detected a breach in your classified files. Soon, everything we had on you was compromised. Personnel files, mission reports, everything.
Since when does hacking personnel records involve heavy weapon fire?
Think of what criminals could do if they had Shepard's military access codes. Or Spectre codes, even.
Explains why they need you dead, Shepard. Nothing to stop them till the damage is done.
Okay. Let's figure out who they are and shut them down. Ideas?
What about the pistol you picked up?
For such a tiny thing, it packs a punch. Never seen anything like it before.
Let me see it. I might be able to help. Glyph.
I'll begin collating relevant intel for review, Dr. Tassoni.
Liara?
Shepard, I'm relieved to see you're in one piece. A shame about the sushi place, though. It was a favorite.
I hear that.
All right, Liara's on point. What about the rest of the crew?
Yeah, what about those slackers?
Joker, you've been busy.
I found some folks who actually like being shot at.
Permission to come aboard, Shepard?
Back during my pilgrimage, I used to walk around near that sushi place and watch the fish through the window. I knew they'd never let me inside, but I'd think to myself, someday, when I've proven my worth to the galaxy, I'll go there for dinner. And then, you broke their floor.
I'm fine, by the way.
Glad to hear it. Try not to destroy any more of my childhood memories.
Okay, later, when this is over and everything is settled, we are gonna talk about this bait thing. What's up, Commander?
The Normandy's nice, but for unwinding after a mission, you can't get better than this. Observation Lounge needs a hot tub. Hey, Shepard.
The restaurant attack has made the news. Civilian casualties seem to have been restricted to fish.
Nothing beats having a Krogan bodyguard, huh? Had a buddy like that once. No, not so much a buddy, really. More of a prisoner who helped us. It's a long story, man. Anyway, Brooke, she's kind of cute. Think she's on the market? Shepard?
So, what was it, Shepard? 5 minutes before someone started shooting at you? On the other hand, we get this cool secret hideout to hang out in. Unless the bad guys look in the window.
Bet you never saw a shuttle get taken down like that before. I still got it.
Commander, in my cycle, when we fled combat by falling through tanks containing aquatic animals, we usually... Oh, right. We never did. You are a trailblazer.
Shepard, I've found something. We can gather the team whenever you're ready.
I'm gonna have to write a report about getting shot. I hear those are really complicated.
It's faster if you make a template.
I think maybe you get shot too much. I'm watching Dr. Tassoni work. It's inspiring.
I am compiling data on the gun for Dr. Tassoni. She should have the results momentarily.
I've made some progress. Would you like me to call the meeting?
Do it.
We have a lead. I called in some favors to run a trace on the gun. It led me to a casino owner named Elijah Khan. He's been suspected of using his profits to smuggle weapons onto the Citadel. Immediately after the attempt on Shepard's life, Khan made an interesting call.
I'm cutting you off. I'm returning your down payment now. What's the problem? Turn on a vid screen. When I sell a gun, I don't want it showing up on the nightly news.
You won't be linked to me.
Save it. Our association is terminated. And if you even think of coming after me, I've got info on you ready for prime time. So you ponder that. Khan out.
So that's our identity thief.
Looks like he's got an ID disguiser. Those things are a pain in the ass to get around.
Did you get anything on the mercenaries who attacked us?
They're a private military corporation called Cat-6. As most of you know, Cat-6 is an Alliance nickname for dishonorable discharges. Many have criminal records, histories of steroid abuse, and other charming features. No doubt hired by the thief, not by Khan.
That phone call was pretty damning stuff. How'd you get it?
It involved the weapons biometric data, Solarian intelligence, and a Hanar prostitute with camera implants.
Seriously?
No, but the truth is boring.
Khan didn't sound friendly to whoever that voice was. Maybe he'd pass on that info to us.
That would take some extremely smooth talking. If he sees you, he'll probably assume you're looking for revenge. The casino has a panic room. Chances are he'll have gone to ground there. EDI can give us programs to hack the door, but the cameras and guards complicate things.
Yeah. Khan could disappear. Or worse. If his guards ever open fire, normal people could get hit. Like I did.
She's right. We can't risk spooking him. We go in quiet. Small team. No gunplay.
Dr. T'Soni, this evening the casino will be hosting a charity event to assist war refugees.
Purchase some tickets, Glyph. Then call up a layout of the building.
Score! So, how close can you get? You don't usually put a back door in a panic room.
This air shaft bypasses the security gate and ends up in storage. From there, the panic room's door camera can be disabled.
Still, we're talking about a casino. There's gotta be alarms in that shaft.
I believe I have some countermeasures that may help. I'll know more once we're inside.
Who will go in this shaft? They need to be small in size.
Yeah, that's not me. Too many snacks of roast Farron leg.
I suspect my suit's built-in tech would be picked up by security sensors.
My presence in the casino would arouse suspicion. Mechs are not allowed, since they can have cheating software.
What you need is somebody trained in zero emissions tech. No electronics, no metal, just undetectable polymers. We had a course back at Op-Int, disabling a bomb with these little tweezers. See, the bomb was filled with shaving cream.
All right. You're in.
What? No! What?
You said it yourself. We've all got too much tech.
But... I managed to get shot just coming to talk to you. Now I'm supposed to hack my way into a safe room?
We'll be backing you up. The second you hit something you can't handle, we'll cover you.
If that's settled, it looks like there's one last hurdle to get us inside.
Which is?
Black tie required.
You're looking good.
Feels a little light without body armor, but it's soft to touch.
Good to know.
How are you so calm? Well, you did run under a Reaper while it fought a Thresher Maw, so this is no big deal for you.
Relax, Brooks.
Right. Okay. On it. I'll get to the ventilation shaft. Wish me luck.
Liara, you have any input?
I'm here, Shepard. EDI and I will keep in contact in case we're needed. Khan has a lot of surveillance set kidnap. I'd mingle with the guests if you want to look normal.
Okay, Tali. Time to meet the riffraff.
I heard your advice is so good at psychic. So what's gonna happen to me in the next few minutes?
Disappointment.
Oh. Hey.
Commander Shepard.
Shaira. It's been a long time.
My idea of a long time is different than yours, Commander.
What can I say? I put a lot of living into the last few years.
Indeed.
Do you have any advice for me this time?
When? Commander, have a drink.
I think I once heard a rumor that you were leaving the Citadel.
I did leave. Some so-called journalists made up stories about me. Because of their venom, I retired to a little colony in the Celian Nebula.
Why come back?
Because I knew people here, and they needed comforting. And because one does not flee the heart of the galaxy in desperate times. Not because of some scoundrel with a video camera. Commander, I'm upstairs by the grate leading to the shaft, but there's a problem. Can you meet me?
Okay, right. Just like we thought. There's an alarm on the grate.
We'll have to bypass it.
Dr. Tassoni gave me this to pass to you. It's a resonance emitter lens. It should let you see security grids and wiring.
Good. I'll follow the wiring to a junction box, splice it, and disable the alarm.
Yeah. Fingers crossed.
The lens is working.
Good. Follow the blue wiring. In case it needs to be said, don't try to bypass a camera.
I see a junction in the wall, but there's a camera watching it.
Shepard, I'm sending a hack to your Omni tool. It will fool the camera, but it'll self-delete after a few seconds.
Got it. The splice is in.
Good. I've got the grate open, and in we go. Act casual. This could take a while.
Why, Commander, you keep coming over. What is a lady to think?
I was wondering, how does someone become a consort?
By understanding the minds around you. By displaying compassion in every direction. And then trying just a little harder, and just a little longer, than anyone who is not a consort can possibly imagine. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a potential client to attend to.
I love roulette. Every minute is more exciting than the next.
Should I point out the flaw in that statement?
Oh, are you like one of those detail people? Come on, even diamonds have flaws, but that doesn't make them less valuable.
Miss, where exactly were you educated?
Oh, online. You can take these courses, and it teaches you responsibility because you do the grading. You, tough guy? Perfect. I need an opinion on something from a B-lister or below. Houses with retractable roofs. Still in or too common?
Your house has a retractable roof?
Only the one on the Citadel. I gotta take care of it since the one on Earth got all Reaper-fied.
Instead of remodeling, maybe you could invite a few refugees to come stay.
Oh, I am totally on that. But finding the right one is hard, you know? So many of them don't have agents. Can't stay away, can you?
What can I say? I'm a masochist.
Oh, no kidding! I'm a Scorpio! We'll get along great.
Commander.
What?
There's a guard right below me.
Don't panic. I'll get his attention. Excuse me. I think I saw someone doing drugs in the men's room.
I see. Were you able to identify the substance used?
Red sand.
Dispatch, we've got a sand tripper in the bathrooms.
Have they tried to compromise the games bionically?
Unknown at this time. Moving to confront. Send backup. We're taking care of it, sir. Appreciate the help. You have a good night now.
You're clear, Brooks.
Thanks, Commander. I'll see if I can get to the panic room.
And I'll get back to blending in. Slow and steady. We'll get to Khan.
So, to sum up, tomorrow starts with the Help a Dream Foundation, then it's blood drive, refugee camp, and hospital tour.
Sounds like you turned pro.
I try.
Ms. Rios believes we have an obligation to the less fortunate.
Of course. So how are you liking the party so far?
There's a party?
Rios. I feel like I should know that name.
I did a little acting. Then in the 70s during the Blitz, I was named Goodwill Ambassador for Refugees.
So I guess this kind of thing doesn't really impress you?
Me? No. For the people who can get clothes because you bought a ticket, much different story.
Ms. Rios, it's getting late, and you have a full schedule ahead.
Don't handle me, Noah. If I reach one more person before we leave, that's a family of 4 who can eat tomorrow.
Reach how?
The price of admission isn't the only help to give. If you drop some credits at the games, it goes straight to refugees.
Have I told you today that you're beautiful, Ms. Rios?
Yes, Noah. And I presume you mean on the inside.
Attention, bets are locked. Attention.
Come on, Tiger Bite. Bring it home.
You got a lot riding on him?
He's my boy. Picked him up at his shelter. Whoever let him go had no eye for racers. He can outrun anything he can't outfight, and outfight anything he can't outrun.
What are the odds on?
Enough to pay for my kid's tuition.
So these hollows aren't just hollows, right? Real Varen are racing somewhere.
Oh yeah. They set up a trap. Our pups eat. They bark. They need cleaning up.
What's a pro racer eat?
A special diet based on what they'd get in the wild, minus the radioactive crap.
So what? Raw Krogan leg?
Oh man, my dogs would love that. Kind of illegal though.
Are there a lot of fights in Varen races?
Only if something goes wrong. But I don't call my boy Tiger Bite for nothing. They throat each other. You know, they grab and hold for dominance, but they don't actually break the skin.
Sounds like quite a trick.
Yeah, if I had teeth like that, I'd poke somebody's eye out. Evolution's a pretty amazing thing.
Interesting. You're not mingling and you're not betting. What's your game?
The name's Roland Quarn. The game, Commander Shepard, is hearts and minds.
Care to elaborate?
Most people in this casino are here for a good cause. Others are just here to be seen. Phonies, if you will. They have money they won't miss. Others who are not myself need it. So the honorable thing to do is part them from this money.
So you're a con man?
Con men leave their marks angry. Con artists leave them smiling.
I'm debating whether I should report you to security.
Oh, I like a good debate.
Would you be so smug if I got you thrown out of here?
Possibly. I'd like to see you explain my wicked motives right after you explain why you have a radio in your ear.
Well, since I don't see you turning me in either, I gather you're no friend of Khan's.
Khan doesn't have friends. Anyone who says otherwise is deluding themselves.
So is Khan part of your game tonight?
No, I simply share... No. What do humans call it? I fleece his guests.
Then there's no harm in telling me what his weaknesses are.
I've studied him. He's ruthless and rich, but not very bright. Temperamental. Doesn't deal well with the unexpected. He's also used to letting other people handle things he doesn't understand, like his security.
That's quite an assessment. Do I owe you anything?
No. We do what we do because they're wrongs that need righting. The wrongs I address are simply pettier than yours.
Then I guess we know where we stand, Mr. Quarren.
Enjoy the evening, Commander.
I see the security gate.
Okay, that's great, but we gotta wait on that until I reach the end of the duct.
Talk to me, Brooks.
I've got a pressure pad and an obstruction detector ahead. I can't disable them from here.
Okay. Edie, I need a tech solution. Brooks, stay put. We'll find some junctions and take down the sensors.
Okay.
I'm at a junction. There's a camera and a guard.
I'll just be here, trying not to cough.
Just give the signal and I'll distract him. I think some of my suit's software is setting off alarms at the tables.
That sometimes happens with our Volus and Quarian guests. Let me see what I can do.
Brooks, try it now.
Checking the pressure pad. No alarms. Looks good. Follow the red wiring.
There's a junction by the roulette wheels, but it's in plain view of 2 guards.
But you can do something, right? Because my legs are maybe sort of starting to fall asleep a little.
Hang in there. We've got this.
I was told there was Baron racing here, but I'm having trouble.
I'm at the storage room, great. Time to hit the lock.
Be careful, Brooks. Brooks?
Oh, son of a... Hey, Commander.
What? What happened?
Infrared laser hooked up to a silent alarm. I didn't get it in time.
Shepard, I'll call the responding guard to say it was a false alarm, but you must stall him before he reaches Brooks.
Hey! Just calm down. I'm trying to do 3 different things here. Barrows?
Sir, we checked out the alarm in storage. It's nothing. Minor accident.
Find out who tripped it and get them in my office by end of shift. Now you. What'd you need?
I'm sorry, are you with security? I thought you were a friend of mine. You've got the same suit.
You... Enjoy your evening.
You're clear, Brooks.
Thanks, Commander. I'll see if I can get to the panic room.
The thing about Solarian parties is, they all do it too well.
I don't follow.
My lab group on Surkesh. All Solarians but me, and all with damn near perfect memories.
Oh, that could get awkward.
Exactly. It was all about who burnt the cake 6 months ago, or arguments that 2 people continue when they meet up once a year.
So they never let anything go?
Yeah, it was constant one-upmanship. I couldn't keep pace with them if I wanted to.
So you don't miss Surkesh at all?
Not the humidity and not the lack of privacy. But the science was like nowhere else.
What did you work on?
What didn't we? Food scanners for the paranoid, chemical bonders, self-cleaning mating pools.
Learned a lot, huh?
For the mating pools, way more than I wanted to know. Hey again. Back for more tales out of school?
Sure.
Andrew was just saying the Solarians came up with satellites that eat orbiting debris. So their space isn't all cluttered like ours.
Nice trick. What won't they think of next?
Hair extensions, I imagine.
Okay, so now I think you just need to get to me. I'm on the other side I can't get the security gate to open from here. The junction must be on your side. It might be tricky, just so you know.
Have a little faith.
Just give the signal and I'll distract him. Hi, I was just by the cliff.
Suspicious activity. My floor.
A guard spotted me.
If you act normal, hopefully he'll move on.
have a minor suit malfunction. Do you have a clean room available?
Just a moment. I'm sure we can find you something.
Khan, I'm not here to threaten you. We need to talk.
What the hell?
Well, this is inconvenient.
Commander, there's a deletion order on the terminal.
Damn it.
Everything's been wiped. I don't know if it was him or the killer or... When I tripped that alarm, did I screw this up? What are you looking for?
Mistakes. Thought so. Whoever it was had to do this fast. They wiped the terminal, but not the comm.
Oh, so we can take the comm back to the safe house to scan it, or...
Elijah, come crawling back.
Guess again.
You. I see you've recovered from flopping on the floor like a fish.
You'll need to do better than that. The last guy that trash-talked me was a few kilometers taller than you.
Brave. I thought as much, but it won't matter. You have nothing. All you can do is wait for the hammer to fall.
Why do this? What did I do to you?
I'm gonna take everything you have and everything you are.
Damn it. Sorry, Commander. There wasn't enough time to trace the call.
We're not finished. Pull out the data drives.
The ones that got wiped? You think we can find something?
With EDI, anything's possible. The sooner we get them to her, the sooner we can track down this threat.
That was quite the party. Well, except for the murder at the end.
It wasn't a total loss. Brooks, work with EDI to see if there's anything useful on those drives.
Here's hoping. I'll let you know what we find, Commander.